Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to talk about my powders, specifically my affordable drugstore powders. Every powder that I have in front of me is under $20. I have categorized them. If that sounds interesting, just keep watching. I'll start with the powders that give a little coverage. For example, maybe I want to clean up my contour. Maybe I need to add a little more coverage to my upper lip because I can't stop perspiring. Thank you, menopause. Maybe I have a pimple or a discoloration that needs a little more coverage. In third place, just because of the price, I'm going to put this L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. A perfect example of how I would use it is just to clean up my bronzer. Does a great job of that. This shade also happens to be a little bit too light, so I wouldn't use it for spot cover-up. But it's a really nice powder, I must admit. In second place, I would give this LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. It is really nice. The powders with the coverage, you do have to be careful because it can look heavy. So what I like to do if I am doing a spot cover-up is find a little bit more dense brush. This is a E21. This is an E21 from ColourPop. And I would tap it in there and then just tap on the spot that I need a little more coverage. And it does a nice job. My number one pick, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know I adore this powder from Essence. This is their Keep Me Covered powder that is a long wear. I have the shade Light Medium. I use this hard. I love this powder. For example, my little sweaty upper lip here. If I felt like coverage was missing, I would go into this powder. I always try to pat off the excess and then just tap it on. And now I feel like any coverage I may have lost tapping with the tissue or trying to get the sweat off of my face has been fixed. This one is my favorite for quick and easy spot cover-up, for cleaning up the face. This I use almost every single day, and it's under $6. I have three mattifying powders in front of me. The first one is from Rimmel, and the best thing about the Rimmel is that it is so inexpensive. The other thing that's nice about it is very lightweight. It does come in different shades. I have the shade Sandstorm, and it does a nice job. Doesn't offer a lot of coverage, but it definitely mattifies. Does it keep it matte? No. Do any of them? Not really. Second place, I'll give it to this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I do really enjoy this powder so much that when I broke the last one, I had to run out and buy another one. This one does provide a little bit of coverage, but it definitely mattifies and smooths. Blur, I'm not sure, but smooths, and I have mine in the shade Light Medium. And my number one mattifying powder is going to be this one from Essence. This is the All About Matte. Now this one does come with a couple of little warnings. This one, I think it can look a little bit chalky. I think it may be prone to giving flashback. I'm not using flash photography very often. So what I do is oftentimes when I'm done with my face in my bedroom, I use my setting spray and then I will take a very light, fluffy, just go right over where I want the shine to go away. My number one pick. Now for under eyes, I do like to use a separate powder, a lighter powder, a brightening powder. Sometimes I'll get a shade that's a little lighter than my skin tone, and lately I've been very much enjoying the pink powders. And one of the first pink powders that I picked up is this one from e.l.f. This is their Halo Glow in the pink shade, and I don't love it. It's okay. I can use it, but it's not one that I reach for more than others in my collection. Fourth would be the Essence Brighten Up. Really, the next four are all good. I sort of rotate through these when I'm using more drugstore makeup. This Essence Brighten Up, it is more of a yellow, and I do believe that it brightens. It's a nice, affordable under eye powder, especially if you like the more yellow tone. Third is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Loose. I have mine in the shade Fair. Maybelline, if you're listening, I need this in pink, please. I do like this powder. I reach for it often. Number 2 is going to be this NYX HD Finishing Powder. This one you all recommended to me, and I know Angie Nyquist really likes it, and I do enjoy it. I just wish it were pink. And my number 1 in the drugstore category is going to be this one from LA Girl. This is their Pro Setting Brightening Loose Powder. This is in the shade Soft Pink. This is what I have on my under eyes today. It is soft, it is blurring, it is lightweight, it is non-drying, it is inexpensive. This is the one I'd tell you to put under your eyes, especially if you're feeling the pink, but I do believe they have other shades as well. And now I'll get into the best blurring powders in my collection. In 4th place, I have this one from Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed. This is very new to my collection, but I am enjoying this very much. I get a decent amount of coverage. I picked mine up in Buff Beige. It does have a mirror and a little pad inside. The price is inexpensive, and I am definitely enjoying this powder. It is very blurring. I know I had it on in a recent video saying, yes, I like this one a lot, and I can see myself reaching for it. In 4th place, barely squeaking in, this is the most expensive powder that I'm going to show you in this video. It is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Set and Bake Powder. I have this in the translucent shade. I think they have other shades. I would really like to try them out. You get a lot of product in here. You get a really nice puff. And every time I use this, I am wowed. I'm not sure about dry-skinned gals, but for us oily girls, this really mattifies without drying, at least for me. The puff just feels heavenly on your face. It is thick, it is squishy, and this is a gorgeous powder. I'm not sure I would get it in pink because I'm not sure it's light enough for under my eyes, but for on my face, yes, I love this powder. Number 2 squeaked in before Kimchi Chic because of the price, but it's also really, really good, and that is the Coty Airspun. I forgot how good this powder is. I owned it years and years ago, and I picked it up again because I had a feeling that it was going to place in this video, and it really did fantastic during my testing. This is the talc-free formula. It is in the translucent extra coverage. This one also comes with a puff, not nearly as nice as the Kimchi Chic, but this is $6 and change. I found mine at Target. And the only thing I would warn you about with this powder is that it does have a very strong perfumey scent, which doesn't bother me. It never did. You get a lot of product. It is mattifying. It is blurring. It is a beautiful powder. I do have it on one of the sides on my face. I will show you. If you're at Target, pick this up, and you know I'll have everything linked in the description box below. Some are affiliate links, so if you choose to shop with those links, I get a small commission, and I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And the number 1 blurring powder that I have in my collection is this one right here from Milani. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder, and it is in the shade Translucent. I was wowed. This one has a wow factor when you go to use it. The moment I put it on, I was like, whoa, pores be gone. Yes, this one is not the cheapest, but it really is very nice. And that is everything. I knew I was going to be adding powder upon powder upon powder talking to you, so I'm going to take this opportunity to add a little bit of gloss. This is just my e.l.f. Tell me in the comments if you can guess what eye look I have on today. What palette am I using? I can't stop using it. This is the e.l.f. lip oil, by the way. I love this one. This one is in the shade Honey Something. Let me know if you have some blurring drugstore powders that you love, or your favorite under eye setting powder, or mattifying. Let me know what your favorites are. I hope that this was helpful for you. Make sure you check out the description box if you want to know where to find something. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays and Saturdays. Give the video a thumbs up, and of course, leave me a comment. I want to know about your powders, or if you don't want to share about your powders, leave me a heart. Let me know you were here. Thank you for spending some of your precious time with me today. I'll see you in the next one.